Okay, let's look at vertical translations of the absolute value parent function. So I have a graph of the parent function y equals absolute value of x, and I have the table of values for the same function, and I'm going to graph y equals open absolute value x, close absolute value plus 3. To do this, I'm going to plot some points. So we'll start with these list of x points and find their y values. So if I plug in -3 into this function, I will have open absolute value -3, close absolute value plus 3. And we know that the absolute value of -3 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6, so this is 6. The absolute value of -2 is 2, plus 3, this is 5, this is 4. Absolute value of 0 is 0, plus 3 is 3. Absolute value of 1 is 1, plus 3 is 4. Here we go, this is going to be 5, and again 6. So I'm going to plot these points starting at -3, -3, 6, all the way up here. -2, we have y is 5. When x is -1, y is 4, and so on, and so forth, until we have all the points. Okay, we have the basic shape of our graph, and we know how to fill this in from previous videos. I'm just going to draw a straight ray this direction and this direction. Okay, I've graphed the function. So go ahead and pause the video and see if you can describe what transformations need to happen to the parent function y equals absolute value of x in order for the parent function to become the image y equals open absolute value x, close absolute value plus 3. When you come back, I'll have that answer. Okay, welcome back. In order for the parent function y equals absolute value x to become the image, the parent function would have to move up 3 units. So if you look at the origin here at the vertex, if the vertex was to move up 1, 2, 3, that point would be identical to this point. The same with this point here. If I move up 1, 2, 3, those 2 points would be identical, and you can do that with all of these points and see that the image is just the parent function shifted up 3 units. So now what I want you to do is take this new function y equals open absolute value of x, close absolute value minus 2, and go ahead and graph it by plotting points the way we did with the previous image. And when you come back, I'll have that image on the screen. Okay, welcome back. If you graph the function y equals open absolute value of x, close absolute value minus 2, you should have this table of values, and you should have this graph. What you should also notice is that this graph is just the result of shifting the parent function y equals absolute value of x down 2 units. So when we subtracted 2, we ended up shifting the parent function down 2 units, and when we added 3, we shifted the parent function up 3 units. So you can try out a few more examples, or you can reach the following conclusion. And if you try out a few more examples, you'll still reach the following conclusion. If k is greater than 0, the graph of y equals open absolute value x, close absolute value plus k is the graph of the parent function y equals absolute value of x shifted up k units, and vice versa for minus k. If you subtract k units, you're going to shift the graph down k units. And this gets to the important part of the lesson, what you should be able to take away from it. What you should be able to do is look at the equation of an absolute value equation that's been translated vertically and quickly sketch that graph. So I'm going to do this example real quick. Y equals open absolute value of x plus 5, and rather than plotting points from a table, I'm just going to put the vertex 5 units above the origin and draw a V. That's what this graph will look. That's a quick sketch of this graph where the vertex is located at 0, 5. Now, in order to check your understanding, you should try to do these 3 problems. The third one's a little more trickier. The red one is a little more trickier than the other 2. Go ahead and pause the video, and when you come back, I'll have those answers for you. Okay, here's the answer to the 3 questions that I asked. Let me know how you did in the comments section. And if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. And again, thank you for watching.